You're listening to The Jimmy Z Show.
This is amazing. Obama's bus tour was a farce. It was fake. It was a fraud. This information is at LiveLeak. This is really disgusting. This so-called bus tour was not a bus tour at all. The AP reporter said that Obama might have ridden these expensive buses only 1 mile at each given stop. Therefore, it wasn't really a bus tour. Obama spent most of the bus tour on an airplane on Air Force One, traveling between stops. It looks like Obama has scammed the American people again with the help of the liberal media. And there's no telling how much this show cost the American taxpayer. Obama's hypocrisy knows no bounds. The Secret Service bought two, I don't know if it was the Secret Service who paid for them, but we, the American people, paid for 2 new $1.1 million buses for Obama's 3-day trip. And as you recall, the buses were not even built in America. So apparently this is the way it went. Obama flies into an airport somewhere in the Midwest, hops into a bright, shiny new $1.1 million bus paid for by you and me, our tax money, for a bus tour around the Midwest, and after an hour or so, gets driven back to the airport for another flight, lands at an airport at another location where the $1.1 million brand new shiny black bus is waiting for him, and repeats all this until his Midwest bus tour is done. Oh yes, and then he leaves on a 12-day vacation to Martha's Vineyard to rest up from the campaign bus tour. And don't forget, those brand new, listen to this, those brand new shiny black buses are not driven to the next location where they meet Obama. Those buses are loaded up on one or more C-17s. Then they flew the buses to the next location ahead of Air Force One. And this is repeated for every campaign stop. On this bus tour, the president lectured little people on how they need to live within their means and cut back. Remember when, very recently, Obama told that family man to go buy a hybrid van when he said he couldn't afford to fill his truck with gas?
Back in the 70s when we had this conflict, they were going from our license plates from odd to even as the days we could get gas. I know we're not at that stage right now, but they did lower the prices after that. Is there a chance of the price being lowered again?
Now, I noticed some folks clapped, but I know some of these big guys, they're all still driving their big SUVs. You know, they got their big monster trucks and everything. You're one of them? Well, now, here's my point. You know, if you're complaining about the price of gas and you're only getting 8 miles a gallon, you know, well, you may have a big family, but it's probably not that big. So, how many you have? 10 kids, you said? 10 kids?
Shut up! Will you shut up?
Wow, that's amazing. Obama sticking his foot right in his mouth. Oh, good grief. So anyway, remember when Obama told the family guy to buy a hybrid van because he couldn't afford to fill his truck with gasoline? Obama's carbon footprint must be as large as most cities by now. And all of this was done on the taxpayer's dime. Remember, this was not a campaign trip. It was a meet with the people trip only. So the DNC does not pay a cent for any of this. Out freaking rageous. I can't stand it. I realized that he was able to cover much more territory by doing this skipping and jumping method. But if that's the way it needs to be done, and Obama needs to fly from one place to the other, then f*** the buses. Who needs the buses? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. Obama is supposed to be a green president. Why isn't Al Gore giving Obama a bunch of crap? This makes no sense. My mind is blown.
The Jimmy Z Show.